Welcome back. China's weather experts say the magnitude 3.4 earthquake that rocked North Korea today was natural and not caused by a nuclear test. It happened in the northeastern part of the country, not far from the rogue regime's nuclear test site. Meanwhile, dictator Kim Jong-un made new threats this week about testing a hydrogen bomb over the Pacific Ocean. His foreign minister delivering a fiery speech at the UN today, responding to President Trump's appearance at the world body.
What else could be a bigger threat than the violent remarks such as pouring fire and fury, total destruction coming from the top authority of the world's biggest nuclear power?
Jim Walsh, international security expert at the MIT Security Studies program, joins me now to weigh in on this war of words is how we can best describe this. The president unleashing a salvo, a fiery rhetoric from the UN General Assembly floor, stating that the United States would actually totally destroy North Korea if provoked and led into a war. And now we have, of course, Kim Jong-un responding in kind. So this war of words, does it do us any good to get to a place of diplomatic peaceful solutions?
Yeah, I think so. I think we need to hit the pause button here. But first, let me say it's nice to be with you in person, Kelly. One of the nice things about UN Week is I actually get to come to New York and come by and say hello. But I think you put your finger on something important. This is starting to feel like there are a lot of moving parts and it might get away from people. I don't think anyone's looking to start a war on purpose. The Chairman Kim won't, because he'll lose that war and lose power. But sometimes you get war even when you don't want war. And we've had steady escalation of words and of actions recently, even today, and I'm concerned about it. In my Korea Watcher friends, they looked at Kim's statement. They had never seen anything like that before, and if he were to follow through on this promise, which he has personally invested in, to test a weapon in the Pacific, that would be a very dangerous situation.
What is compelling Kim Jong-un to take these kinds of provocative steps in the face of the world that says, stop it, put it down, leave the nuclear arsenal alone, and develop something good for your people who have been lost in poverty and human trafficking and the like? He's done nothing good for his own country except to start building up this nuclear arsenal, which can bring no good.
Yeah, and devoted, according to new figures, a tremendous share of his country's wealth to it. Well, there, as you might guess, with the most opaque country in the world, it's hard to really know what his intentions are. Some people have said it's defensive in nature. He really thinks the U.S. is going to come after him, and after Libya and Iraq, the only answer to that, according to this logic, is to have a nuclear weapon. Others say he wants it for bargaining. Others
bargaining
say,
for what?
Well, to get relief of sanctions or to be able to enter the international community without, on his own terms. Some others have suggested it's about having a sense of crisis so he maintains control over a domestic population. But let me add this. That's all sort of general. In the particular, when you're calling me names and I'm calling you names, it has been reported that the CIA briefed the president, and that briefing said that he has a big ego, is thin-skinned, and is likely to react to those sorts of statements without really thinking through his response. So there might be, an emotional element, not just a strategic element.
But the president did it anyway. And he broke the mold of previous U.S. presidents in the past by going after Kim Jong-un. So what's the next step in terms of bringing this to a diplomatic, peaceful end, as I've asked before?
Yeah. My stock answer to that would be, well, we need to open up diplomatic relations. We need to talk to him.
But the stock answers are gone now.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say, right now, that's probably going to be very difficult because having personally insulted the North Korean leader, what Korean official is going to raise his hand and suggest, hey, we should be talking to the U.S. right now? So I think what the best we can hope for is maybe a pause, let people gather themselves on all sides, and then quietly and away from the TV cameras try something behind the scenes.
There's a proverb that says careless talk may ruin everything. Hopefully we have not come to that point.
I hope so. I'm feeling more nervous than I have in a long time, but I'm hoping we can get back.
Jim Walsh, good to see you in person.
Good to see you,
Always good to have
Kelly.
you. Thanks for your perspective.
Thank you.